And we know Fox News
Stop doing their job, Roland.
Yeah, they have. And the problem that I have is that, again, they'll let him lie, then Carolyn Levitt lie, and Stephen Miller lie. You've got Sean Duffy running around complaining about Pete Buttigieg and the Department of Transportation. Duffy voted against the money for the FAA. So I'm sitting here going, so you're not going to say anything? And we know Fox News is never going to correct the lying Trump administration.
Roland, this is why it's so dangerous what the media is doing, that they now are letting Trump lie. And again, I understand because Trump lies 1,000 times a day. But here's the danger. Republicans have learned from Trump. Republicans now are lying, not as much as Trump, but they're lying now with impunity because they say, and some privately, Roland, have told me this, look, Joe, it hasn't hurt Trump. Trump's gotten away with it. Trump lies about everything. And the voters don't care, and the media no longer cares. So the problem, Roland, is Republicans and everybody who works for Trump, because if you work for Trump, you must lie for Trump. They're all imitating him now. So half of the country is now untethered to truth.
Right. And so what then happens is he pushes the lies. People fall for it. They believe it. And then it's kind of like, okay. Or media's response will be, well, he's always lying, so it's really no big deal. And you're going like, what the hell are you talking about? I go back to 1990. And this video has been circulating. It was actually 20-minute segment. And it was when Donald Trump was being interviewed by Barbara Walters on ABC's 2020. And here's what's crazy. This is 1990. I don't know of a single reporter or anchor today that would interview Donald Trump the way Barbara Walters did. Listen.
Well, the new book is entitled Surviving at the Top. There are many people who would say failing at the top.
I hope the general public understands how inherently dishonest the press in this country is.
As a member of the press, let me try to clear up some of the things which you say are untrue. You write in your book, my bankers and I worked out a terrific deal that allows me to come out stronger than ever. I see the deal as a great victory, and eventually the rest of the world will too. Being on the verge of bankruptcy, being bailed out by the banks,
well, you don't have to say on the
skating on thin ice and almost drowning, that's a businessman to be admired.
You say on the verge of bankruptcy, Barbara, and you talk on the verge, and you listen to what people are saying.
I talk to your bankers.
Well, that's fine. And what do they say? I mean, you know, depending on which banker you're talking to, what do they say? I'm the only one people write about. I mean, they don't write about other people.
You have a little more debt than most people. You're something like $3 billion in debt.
I also have a little more assets than most people.
Okay. You have debts to pay back.
Right.
You have huge loans to pay back. You say the country is in a depression. What makes you think that you can pay back those loans? And further, what your bankers have told us is that the only way you even have a chance is by selling that property out there totally, the plaza.
Well, I don't know what the bankers have said. The plaza is a very valuable property. Everybody told me, oh, you paid too much, you paid too much. Now they're all saying what a great deal he made on the plaza.
You yourself said that you saw your children maybe once a week. You're having a lot of difficulties with your 12-year-old son, Donnie. You haven't talked to him since May. Do you believe in fidelity in marriage?
Yes, absolutely, I do.
In the current issue of Vanity Fair, the author Marie Brenner says that you read from Hitler's collected speeches, My New Order, and that these are speeches that you seem to admire. What's your reaction? Do you have this book?
A friend of mine sent me a book, a man who I think is Jewish, although I don't know.
That was just, I mean, again, nailing lie after lie, and that's how you have to deal with it. Unfortunately, they don't want to do that. They frankly are entertained by his lies, and that's why he's back in the Oval Office.
Roland, that's amazing.